as we come onto the back straight. They've got Morelli in fourth place. Keep your eye on Lightning McQueen there. Mr. No Plan B himself. Side by side with Quiles down the back straight they come.
And this is the first time, of course, Brian Ariate's led a Rookies Cup race because it's his first Rookies Cup race.
There we go. Quiles up the inside, down at turn 6, pushes Pratama out the way. Morelli up the Junior World Championship if they're competing there as well. All changed from Moto 3 and Moto 2 in that regard. But let's have a run down of the starting grid. It's Quiles, Ariate, Danish, Pratama, Morelli and Carpe are row 2. Row 3, Moodley, Christian Daniel Jr. and Rico Salmella. Another favourite there in 9th for the first time. It's now peaking with nerves. They've not got a better advert for Rookies Cup than watching Pedro Acosta in MotoGP compete round here with the Spanish crowd. Tens of thousands of them all cheering his name. Just a few years ago he was competing here. They all know what's on the line here today.
They do indeed, and of course he's battling with Jorge Martin, also an ex-rookie. So the guys and the Australian 16-year-old. The lights are on. They're out, and who makes a good start? A great start from pole position for Max Quiles, but it's the 51 who slots into the lead.
Brian Ariate takes the whole shot in the first race of the year, but he's got eye view then.
Yeah, yes, and Danish in second place. Can he close in on Brian Ariate? Of course, he's got to concentrate on the one hand, but he's got to have it in the back of his head that he's going to take this long lap penalty. And as I say, he should be shown the sign at the end of this lap, and then be able to, next time he comes down here, be able to take the long lap penalty. He can't do it on this lap.
In a row, an absolute commentator's nightmare. We don't need much more of this, I've got to tell you. Actually,
anyway,
it's 5 of them in a row near enough, too.
It is the orange helmet of Brian Ariate out in front. That's the 31 of Goodyear Pugliese, the 16-year-old Italian.
A little bit wide there and having to defend from your race winner last time out the final turn.
Now, he should have been shown the long lap penalty board, and it should come up on his screen so he can take the long lap penalty on this lap. Let's see if he does so. That is the 11th of David Gonzalez. Thought he was going to be higher up, didn't he, when he was talking to you, Matt, and it's just not working out for him at the moment. He's really stuck in that mid-pack, and things are not working out at all well.
It can well be a race of two halves, though, can't it, as he's now been pushed back by Leo Ramersdorfer, and he's got Christian Daniel Jr. going around the outside as Christian Daniel. Me like it was very squeaky clean.
Yeah,
Danish
1, 2, 3,
back
4.
into 5th then, behind Carter Thompson.
Yeah. Well done, Hakim. He served it well, and you know, he's going to be able to quickly cut through. He cut through from the beginning. He lost so many places in that first corner. He managed to cut through to second place quickly, and of course he's got 13 laps to go.
Last time around he was within 1.4 riders, within 10 points. Goodness me. As we see from our timing screens, Danish's long lap penalty has been complete.
Right, good. Well, that's what we needed. We didn't want any mucking about there with the second long lap penalty. So Hakim has the slipstream up the Le Mans start and finish straight. Still a huge packed grandstands here. They've all passed. Still
Around the track, you've probably got a good 50-60,000 people trackside watching, which is just absolutely cracking, isn't it? Probably the biggest stage of these young riders' lives, and such a beautiful venue to do it at as well.
There comes the battle.
Ramersdorfer looking up the inside at Museum.
He's got to get back on terms with Brian Ariate, because Brian's just reeling off the laps very nicely here. In second place, of course, the 31 of Goodyear Pugliese. And there comes Hakim on the 13, up the inside.
Yeah, he is looking very, very smooth, as Danish. But also, I mean, if you're these riders, you know exactly how fast the Malaysian is. Surely you're just going to go, yeah, actually drag us back towards Brian, and then we'll rough him up and push him all the way back, eh?
That's right. Well, but even just hanging on to Hakim is not going to be easy, because look, he's got like about 4 bike lengths hard actually to have an advantage, but he was superb through the second right-hander onto the start and finisher. It just blew them away. And now he's got his head down and he's chasing after Brian Ariate.
He was 0.6 of a second quicker than Brian Ariate that last lap. He is going to catch him in no time at all.
Brian will get a pit signal next time. He's not the sort of guy to hang about anyway. I'm sure he's doing everything that he can out front. And if Hakim Danish is closing in on him, it's just because Brian can't go any quicker.
He is very, very smart indeed, isn't he, Brian? He won't think twice about just making sure he can stick with Hasil.
Yeah, and it's now closed down. Well, it's actually hitting around 1.5 seconds. Let's just see at the end of this lap what difference he's made. Maybe Hakim is just pacing himself a little bit. He can see that he's closing in on Brian, knows that he doesn't have to do it all in one lap. He's got 11, well, it'll be 10 laps when he crosses the...
And all this pent-up energy ready for it. It just seems a lot more calm and measured here in Le Mans already.
Yeah, that's right, and it's down to 1 second, almost exactly 1 second now. And so Hakim just doing everything that he needs to and nothing more, nothing less.
0.5 of a second quicker that time around was Danish, as we see Carter Thompson slots back into 4th place ahead of Pugliese then. As we see, oh, Beñat Fernandez has got a long lap penalty then. That is, I'm not sure why, but Fernandez has a long, it must have been a shortcut or something. Yeah. But we've not got the reason why on our screens, other than the number 7 there does have a long lap penalty.
And Da Costa's got a long lap penalty as well.
I wonder why. Point earlier in the race, perhaps.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, right, now that is your second place man. The number 13 has cleared off from the rest of the pack, and he's just dialing it in and closing down on Brian Uriarte. Now we say, you know, I'm sure Brian's going as fast as he possibly can. I'm sure that's absolutely true. As Carter Thompson
also got a long lap penalty. So yeah, it's all due to shortcuts at turn 4 then. So we missed that. That must have been right at the start or something like that, one of those laps or so. But this could be good news actually for the chasers, Peter, because Beñat Fernandez was running a really good pace out front. He was much faster than this chasing pack, the riders he's amongst. They were running 145s. He was running a battle for the podium.
And between Pugliese and Carter Thompson, superb battle from the two of them. Carter Thompson on the 50 looks behind to see that it is just between himself and Pugliese.
He stalled it on the line there. No such issues this time in Rookies Cup.
He got it rolling okay, but he just didn't get the drive the way Brian Uriarte did. And Brian was absolutely superb on that balance of clutch and throttle that we're talking about before the start of the race.
As we come onto the back straight, they've got Morelli in 4th place. Keep your eye on Lightning McQueen there. Mr. No Plan B himself. Side by side with Quiles down the back straight they come.
And this is the first time, of course, Brian Uriarte's led a Rookies Cup race because it's his first Rookies Cup race.
There we go. Quiles up the inside, down at turn 6, pushes Pratama out the way. Morelli and Carpe, action stations already in Rookies Cup.
And they know that they've got to get after Uriarte because he's already looking super good in front, and Quiles knows he cannot possibly let him get away.
Well, taking stock of what we got around here as well, we've got Christian Daniel Jr. in. That doesn't really make sense to me, but here we go, down the final sector for the first time.
And Veda Pratama, as you say, that looking really good. Dodo Boggio down. Oh no, that's not the start he wanted of the season at all.
No.
He didn't have a lot of luck last year. And oh, and at the inside goes Max Kier. Superb stuff. He knew he had to fight back. He's done.
Deep with Angel Piqueras across the line. Quiles looking to assert his dominance here in Rookies Cup in his 3rd and final season.
And Veda Pratama is looking good there as well in 3rd place, but it still is the 51 of Brian Uriarte in 2nd.
And we see Leo Ramersdorf has crashed out as well. Unfortunately, he had a great qual. Started in P13, which is not where he wanted to be either.
No, and I wonder if those...
and Joel Pons as well. Goodness me, what happened at the final corner?
And I wonder if any of the damp patches which we were talking about caught out some of the guys in the MotoGP race are causing problems here, because the track inspection was rigorous. They went, I could see the marshals on that.
Absolutely, unfortunately, it's the case where they had such intense rain last night with the heat and now baking the track. It could be said that it's causing some of the water to rise up to the surface, catching the riders out, but we carry on. It's Carpe, the number 83, with a big moment there around the right-hander. He was in 2nd place, now he's in 3rd behind his great mate.
Number 83, you can see him there, just behind Carpe. Is off the inside, the 83, late, but he's wide, he's down.
Veda Pratama's down, Veda's gone down, the rider with the praying mantis on the back of his helmet there. Well, he's down and out there. Oh, goodness me. Another one down, it's Christian Daniel.
Yeah, is it the damp patch, or was that them being put off, in fact, by Carpe running wide? Who, you can't say. but it's so unusual to have this many fallers this early in the race.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Most, oh my goodness.
There's
Catch
too
our
much
breath. It's
drama.
Chies, Uriarte, Morelli.
Christian Daniel got distracted, I think, by him. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he was distracted by him. We'll have to go and ask him after the race, won't we? But we're back to the front, 4 abreast, down the back straight. Uriarte still leading the way, but that is a far more dwindled group of riders down into turn 6.
Indeed it is. It's all shuffle and change here, is it so? But as you say, it's Uriarte that leads. Argentine, then Rico Salmela.
Yes, Rico Salmela, a bit of a quiet weekend so far. I know he was raging with his qualifying 9th. He was so strong in pre-season testing, as we see. Danish goes up his inside there. But looking back, I think that was from Carpe at Morelli, was it? Yes, it was.
Storming away here.
One thing that we do have to factor in, though, Peter, as we see now in Moto2, Moto3, it's a different dynamic of tyre now with the Pirellis. There is more of a tyre drop than perhaps these riders will be used to, but it's all part of the game, tyre management, of course, as we see Morelli, Keyless side by side best. But right now, Uriarte, off like a scolded cat, out front.
And you can see from the onboard camera just how he has stolen away from Morelli in 2nd place and Chies in 3rd.
Morelli is so smooth, though, as is Valentin Peroni, the 73 there. You can see he's got his acronym there of CAN, his final name.
I do beg his pardon. My goodness. And that happened very quickly, or he must have made some kind of a mistake. Did you see his mistake?
No, I didn't at all. They just caught it completely, as we see some riders touching wheels there down into...
Because he, we had the onboard shot of just how far he was in front, and suddenly, as you picked, Matt, he's suddenly back into 3rd place and now 4th.
Here we are then on board. There is Peroni coming up the inside into 2nd place inside of Carpe. I would assume that riders have figured out, should there be any more wet patches, residual wet patches over, they have figured out where they are by now, and as it's a bit more calm at this stage in the race after a blistering opener.
I don't know whether they can have figured it out, because in the MotoGP.
Catatan waktu Veda Ega, Kiandra Ramadipa di FP1 Red Bull Rookies Cup Aragon. Berikut catatan waktu Veda Ega Pratama dan Kiandra Ramadipa di sesi FP1 Red Bull Rookies Cup 2025 seri Aragon. Dua pembalap Indonesia ada di P21 dan P22. Veda Ega Pratama dan Kiandra Ramadipa di sesi FP1 Red Bull Rookies Cup 2025 seri Aragon. Sesi FP1 Red Bull Rookies Cup 2025 seri Aragon berlangsung pada Jumat, 6 Juni 2025, pukul 17 WIB di sirkuit Aragon, Spanyol. Dua pembalap Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama dan Kiandra Ramadipa, sama-sama meraih hasil yang kurang memuaskan di sesi pembuka. Catatan waktu Veda Ega di sesi FP1 adalah 2 menit 5,316 detik. Torehan itu ia bukukan di lap keempat dari total 12 lap yang ia lahap pada sesi FP1. Ia terpaut 1,886 detik dari Brian Uriarte, pembalap yang tercepat di sesi FP1 dengan 2 menit 3,430 detik. Brian Uriarte unggul 0,175 detik atas pembalap Malaysia, Hakim Danish, yang ada di posisi kedua dengan 2 menit 3,605 detik. Adapun catatan waktu Kiandra Ramadipa di sesi FP1 adalah 2 menit 5,344 detik. Ia terpaut tipis sekitar 0,028 detik dari Veda Ega Pratama. Kedua pembalap binaan Astra Honda Racing Team itu akan mengikuti 2 sesi lagi pada hari pertama, yakni FP2 dan kualifikasi pada malam hari nanti. Seri Aragon jadi comeback Veda Ega di Red Bull Rookies Cup 2025 setelah menepi akibat cedera kaki kanannya. Veda Ega Pratama melewatkan balapan seri kedua yang berlangsung di Le Mans, Prancis, pada 10 hingga 11 Mei 2025. Pembalap asal Gunung Kidul itu terpaksa absen karena ia sedang cedera kaki dan harus menjalani rangkaian operasi untuk pemulihan. Meski absen di 3 balapan, Veda Ega saat ini ada di peringkat 12 besar klasemen sementara dengan koleksi 16 poin. Sementara itu, ada Kiandra Ramadipa, rider muda yang juga berasal dari Gunung Kidul, Yogyakarta. Kiandra Ramadipa menjalani debutnya di Red Bull Rookies Cup dengan cukup baik meski belum berhasil meraih podium. Dari 2 seri terakhir, ia berhasil meraih poin pada 3 balapan. Sayangnya, di race 2 di Le Mans, ia gagal meraih poin.